Hello and welcome to a new video. I'm going to explain how to transform a very simple melody, how to decorate it basically, and how to make it sound very good. We're just gonna use an extremely simple melody and use a very simple arpeggio that I call the color blocks to make it sound good. So the melody we're going to use involves two notes, the A and the C. And we repeat this as long as you want. So that sounds boring, right? So what we're going to dive into is the color blocks, which is a predefined set of notes that you can learn. And I gave them colors to easily remember them. So for example, the red block from C sounds like this. By the way, I have my fingers a little bit injured. I mean, injured is too big of a word. My index finger, I cut it with a butter knife. Now that is a knife that is like impossible to cut yourself with, and somehow I was so distracted while cutting cheese and there it went, like a whole freaking piece of flesh out of my finger. But anyway, we're just going with it. And the color blocks from C, the red color block sounds like this. And if you want to use that predefined set of notes on a different position on the piano, you can do that. So you can pick any white key and it sounds good. But you maintain the same note distance. So if you watch closely, or or so how do we define these different start positions? We call this C red. This is D red. And this is G red. To make this simple melody sound interesting, we're going to use F red, G red, and A red, and then again G red. So while we play different chords, you don't have to know anything about chords if you don't know what are chords, because the color blocks take into account that it sounds good already. When you develop your piano playing further, you might start to get interested into learning more about chords. But hopefully my method reduces friction to let you start playing the piano as soon as possible. So that's my goal here. Let's play together F red. Place your pinky finger on the F, your index finger on the C, thumb on the F 1 octave higher, and play with me. Your thumb moves a little bit to the right and back. And you repeat that continuously. Then, when you control that a little bit, of course, the first time it sounds a little bit weird, maybe like this. But as you practice, note length becomes more consistent, and you can learn this in one day. So the color block you can learn in one day. I just want to emphasize this. Speed and dynamics and control, that comes with training. So this is what you can play in one day. this is what requires a little bit more training. And to really put that feeling into it. But I'm sure that you can do it. Let's move on to the next one. G red. So before we move to A red and back to G red, I would like to let you hear what we're going to achieve today. So in the right hand we have the melody, and in the left hand we play the color blocks. Etc. So what we're doing here is we're playing a very simple melody that is very easy to remember. So you can focus on playing your left hand, because something that most piano players experience is that you play the left hand perfectly, you play the right hand perfectly, and then when you play together, it sucks. It doesn't work. Your brain is tired, and it doesn't work anymore. I had that myself many times, and I'm sure that you will experience this as well. Therefore, I choose to. So we define the melody as simple because the rhythm isn't complicated. The rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So playing and talking at the same time is always difficult. So so there is no complex. I try to keep rhythm as simple as possible. You can even make it more simple by just playing the A, but let's do that later. Left hand is also playing a very simple rhythm because it is just one no complex rhythm. So I keep it as simple as possible. Let's count with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the sustain pedal. And when you're a little bit more advanced, you can further explore speed and dynamics. So what I usually do, I start with slow speed and soft dynamics, and I move gradually towards faster speed and louder dynamics. Let me give an example. back. Another example that I can give you is waves. So when you play this, you go from slow and soft to fast and loud, and back to soft and slow in waves. So in this pattern of F, G, A, G, you start with slow at F, you go to G and move gradually up, and then at A is the highest intensity. Yeah, let's call it intensity. That is a good merged word, I would say. And then it goes down again to G. So soft, loud, and soft, and slow. Slow and soft. Gradually up. Okay, let me give a better example, and I'm not going to talk. Imagine the possibilities when you have the freedom to create your own melodies. Does it make sense? So we start with a very, very simple melody. Of course, we build it out, and it goes a little bit crazy, but the essence is a simple melody and a simple arpeggio slash group of notes that you remember as colors, and that is basically the thing. So it starts with red block. If you want to continue going up, it sounds like this. And as you practice these red color blocks, you start to internalize them and you start dreaming about them. And that's the goal, that you are in a that you don't need sheet music anymore. You just sit behind a piano, and especially if you're a visual person, this works great. But I think it works for anybody, honestly, because everybody can remember this group of notes. And everybody can remember that these group of notes can be played from anywhere on the keyboard. And when you create a sequence of these predefined colors, predefined group of notes, then you can create songs. So if you have C, A, F, G, it sounds like this. And that's the idea behind it. So if you like this, I invite you to like the YouTube video. If you want to enjoy free lessons, you can subscribe. And if you want to have a more personalized experience, you can join our community in the link below, where you can learn 3 songs in 30 days. If that's something that sounds good to you, I would like to invite you, and we can jump on a welcome call, and so we can dive more into your personal situation, your personal learning experience. So that would be great. And let me know if you have any feedback. I'm all ears. And let me know if you like the new camera setup. And other than that, see you in the next one. Bye bye.